Laguna, officially known as the Province of Laguna, is a province of the Philippines found in the CALABARZON region in Luzon. Its capital is Santa Cruz and the province is located southeast of Metro Manila, south of the Province of Rizal, west of Quezon, north of Batangas and east of Cavite. Laguna hugs the southern shores of Laguna de Bay, the largest lake in the country. The city with the highest population is Calamba, while the least populated is the Municipality of Famy. Laguna is notable as the birthplace of Jose Rizal, the country's national hero. It is also famous for attractions like Pagsanjan Falls, the University of the Philippines Los Baños campus, the hot spring resorts of Los Baños and Calamba on the slopes of Mount Makiling, Pila historic town plaza, Taytay Falls in Majayjay, the wood carvings and papier-mâché copyright created by the people of Paeta copyright, the annual Sampaguita Festival in San Pedro, the Charamba of Pakil, the census footwears from Lili, the Pandan Festival of Luisiana, the 7 lakes of San Pablo, and the Nagcarlan Underground Cemetery in Nagcarlan, Province of Laguna is the second ISO 9001-2008 certified province in the Philippines. History. The province of Laguna, which was formerly called La Laguna and La Provincia de la Laguna de Bay, was named after Laguna de Bay, the body of water that forms its northern boundary. Laguna de Bay, in turn, was named after the town of Bay, the first provincial capital. Captain Juan de Salcedo with a band of 100 Spanish-Mexican soldiers and many Bijan allies conquered the province and its surrounding regions for Spain in 1571. 7 years later, 2 Franciscan friars started the work of Christianization. In 1577, the Franciscan missionaries arrived in Manila, and in 1578 they started evangelizing Laguna, Morong, Tibas and the Bicol Peninsula. Juan de Plasencia and Diego de Oropesa were the earliest Franciscans sent to these places. From 1580, the towns of Bay, Calera, Majayjay, Nagcarlan, Lili, Pila, Santa Cruz, Lumban, Pangil and Siniloan were founded. In 1678, Fray Hernando Cabrera founded San Pablo de los Montes and built a wooden church and convent considered as the best and finest in the province. In 1670, delimitation of borders were made between Lukban, Majayjay and Cavite. The populous town at the time was Bay, the capital of the province until 1688, when the seat of the provincial government was moved to Pagsanjan, and later in 1858, to Santa Cruz. In 1754, the province of Laguna and Tibas were divided, with the Malane River separating the towns of Majayjay and Lukban. The province became a bloody battleground for the Chinese during the 2 instances that they rose in revolt against Spain. In 1603s, the Chinese made their last stand in the mountains of San Pablo, and in 1639, they fortified themselves in the highlands of Cavite and Lumban, surrendering in Pagsanjan a year later. The natives of Laguna proved loyal to the Spanish crown during the British invasion when thousands rallied to its defense. When a detachment of British troops under Captain Thomas Backhouse entered the province in search of the silver cargo of the galleon Filipino, Francisco de San Juan of Pagsanjan led a band of volunteers that fought them in several engagements in and around the town which was then the provincial capital. Backhouse plundered the town and burned its newly reconstructed church, but San Juan succeeded in escaping with the precious hoard to Pampanga, where the treasure greatly bolstered the defense effort of Simacu Dendianda, leader of the resistance movement. For his heroism, San Juan was made a brigade commander and alcalde mayor of Tibas province. The people's loyalty gradually degenerated into bitter hostility. Grave abuses by the colonizers, especially those of the clergy, caused the resentment of the natives to be fanned into a rising flood of insurrection. In 1840, for instance, religious intolerance led the people of Majayjay, Nagcarlan, Bay, and Bia plus or minus and to join the revolt of Hermano Pule of Lukban, Tibas. Laguna was also exposed to the aspirations of its most famous son, Dr. Jose Rizal, who was born in Calamba. The persecution of the Rizal family, along with their fellow landowners toward the end of the century, further aggravated the situation. In 1896, thousands of inhabitants, especially of Bay, Los Baños, Nagcarlan, Magdalena, Santa Cruz, and Pagsanjan had joined the revolutionary Katipunan. Laguna was one of the 8 provinces to rise in revolt against the Spanish misrule led by Generals Jose Rizal of Calamba, Severino Tano of Pagsanjan, Agueda Cayabagan of Calauan, and Miguel Molvar of Batangas. The ill-equipped revolutionaries fought the well-armed enemy until on August 31, 1898, when the last Spanish garrison surrendered to the victorious patriots in Santa Cruz. The province was cleared of Spaniards. There had been only one respite, the Pact of Biak-na-Bato on December 14–15, 1897. Laguna actively supported the First Philippine Republic proclaimed at Malolos on January 23, 1899. Its 2 delegates to the Malolos Congress were Don Higinio Benitez and Don Graciano Cordero, both natives of Pagsanjan. Upon the outbreak of the Filipino-American War, Generals Juan Cales and Jose Rizal led the defense of Laguna until June 30, 1901, when surrender became inevitable. Cales became the first Filipino governor of Laguna under the American flag. The province of Laguna progressed rapidly in peace. Roads were built, schools were established, and in 1917, the Manila Railroad Company extended its line to Laguna as far as Pagsanjan. During the Japanese occupation of the Philippines, Laguna was a center of Filipino resistance despite the presence of Macapili collaborators. The establishment of the military general headquarters and military camp bases of the Philippine Commonwealth Army and the Philippine Constabulary as a military unit organization was founded on 1942–1946 in the province of Laguna, and aided of the local military regular units of the Philippine Commonwealth Army 4th and 42nd Infantry Division and the Philippine Constabulary 4th Infantry Regiment. Started the engagements of the anti-Japanese military operations in southern Luzon, Mindoro and Palawan from 1942 to 1945 against the Japanese Imperial Forces. Beginning in 1945, attacks by the Filipino soldiers of the 4th, 41st, 42nd, 43rd, 45th, 46th and 47th Infantry Division of the Philippine Commonwealth Army, 4th Infantry Regiment of the Philippine Constabulary and the recognized guerrillas against Japanese forces in Laguna increased in anticipation of the liberation of the Philippines by joint Filipino and American forces. Geography: Laguna lies on the southern shores of Laguna de Bay, the largest lake in the country. On the southern border of the province are Mount Makiling and Mount Banahaw, both are long dormant volcanoes, but still sources of geothermal energy. Mount Makiling is popular for the numerous hot spring resorts that are found on its slopes. Pagsanjan Falls is a popular waterfall that tumbles down a deep gorge in the hills. The eastern portion of Laguna straddles the southernmost portions of the Sierra Madre mountain range. Climate: the province is relatively dry from November to April and wet during the rest of the year for a small portion near the southern boundary. The other parts, west of Santa Cruz Municipality, experience a dry season from November to April and rainy season during the rest of the year. The eastern and southernmost portions do not have distinct season, with rainfall more evenly distributed throughout the year. Subdivisions: Laguna is subdivided into 24 municipalities and 6 cities. 1 Los Baños was declared as the Special Science and Nature City of the Philippines through Presidential Proclamation No. 349. This proclamation does not convert the municipality to a city or give it corporate powers that are accorded to other cities. Demographics: Economy: present-day Laguna shows a thriving economy. With a population of 2,669,847, and a total area of 1,760 km2 of land, Laguna produces millions of pesos worth of coconuts, rice, sugar, citrus fruits, lanzones and other products. Tourists flock to its beauty spots, especially Pagsanjan Falls, Calamba and Los Baños hot springs, Mount Makiling, Caliraya Lake and many others. Levels of development vary. The towns near Metro Manila have become industrialized whereas the inner towns continue to engage in agricultural production or pursue agri-based industries and cottage and small-scale industries. Natural resources: Laguna is located in the foothills of 3 mountains namely, Mount Makiling, Mount Banahaw, and the Sierra Madre Range. There are about 40 rivers in Laguna with a total area of almost 0.5 square kilometers. The Laguna de Bay has an approximate area of 3,800 km squared broken down into 2,900 km squared of land and 900 km squared of lake proper with 220 km shoreline. Laguna has an estimated 300 million US gallons of underground water. At least 7 principal water basins in the province with a total of 5,773 km squared drainage area and 1,316 km squared level area provide an estimated 9.238 km cube total runoff annually. Agricultural activities: Laguna has 60,624 hectares of alienable and disposable agricultural land. About 41,253 ha or 23.44% of Laguna unregistered trademark S total land area is forest land. Laguna de Bay, with a surface area of 900 km, is the province's main fishing ground producing 410,000 mt of fish. Carp and tilapia fingerlings are also being grown in inland ponds and freshwater fish pens. The research institutions located in Los Baños are, International Rice Research Institute, ASEAN Center for Biodiversity and the Southeast Asian Regional Center for Graduate Study and Research in Agriculture, among others. Infrastructure: Laguna is labeled as the Detroit of the Philippines because of the presence of major vehicle manufacturers in the city of Santa Rosa. It is also considered as the Silicon Valley of the Philippines because of the vast number of electronic and semiconductor companies operating in the province. Laguna is also the resort capital of the Philippines for it houses more than 700 hot spring resorts in the areas of Calamba and Los Baños. Road network: the South Luzon Expressway passes through Laguna. A public-private partnership initiative of the national government include plans to build a circumferential road along Laguna de Bay shoreline, the Laguna de Bay Flood Control Dike Expressway, from San Pedro to Sinilon. Some of the proposed road networks is the Calamba-Los Baños Expressway and the Cavite-Laguna Expressway that will connect the provinces of Cavite and Laguna. Power: 3 power generating plants are operating in the province. Botocan Hydroelectric Plant, Majayjay, Caliraya Hydroelectric Plant, Calayan, Macban Geothermal Plant, Bay, Meralco, the main electricity distributor of Metro Manila, is also the franchise for most of Laguna. Government. Elected officials: Governor Emilio Ramon Ejercito, Ramil L. Hernandez, Vice Governor, Catherine Agape, Board Members. House of Representatives: 1st District, Danilo Fernandez, 2nd District, Joaquin Chipeco Jr., 3rd District, Sol Aragon's San Pedro, 4th District, Benjamin Aragao. On May 21, 2014, the Cumlic-Enbank and Seatsia Ejercito in a unanimous decision for overspending of campaign funds for his running for the 2013 Laguna gubernatorial elections, Vice Governor Ramil Hernandez will take over the position of Ejercito. And on May 27, 2014, Vice Governor Ramil Hernandez took oath and became the acting governor of the province, making Ejercito the first local official in the Philippines to be formally ousted in office due to overspending. Tourism, historical, natural, man-made. Education, universities. University of the Philippines Los Baños, University of the Philippines Open University, University of the Philippines Rural High School, Polytechnic University of the Philippines, Polytechnic University of the Philippines, Santa Rosa, Polytechnic University of the Philippines, San Pedro, Polytechnic University of the Philippines, BA+/An, Polytechnic University of the Philippines, Calawan. Laguna State Polytechnic University, Laguna State Polytechnic University, Main Campus, Laguna State Polytechnic University, San Pablo City Campus, Laguna State Polytechnic University, Los Baños Campus, Laguna State Polytechnic University, Sinilon. Laguna University, Main Campus, Laguna University, Santa Cruz Campus. Pamantasan ng Cabuao, Lyceum of the Philippines University Laguna, University of Perpetual Help System, University of Perpetual Help System DALTA a Euro Calamba Campus, University of Perpetual Help System Jonalta, BA plus or minus an. De La Salle University a Euro Science and Technology Complex, Philippine Women's University, Calamba, University of Santo Tomas, Santa Rosa, Colleges. Institutes, STI, STI San Pedro, STI Calamba, STI San Pablo, STI Santa Rosa, STI Southwoods, STI Santa Cruz. AMA, AMA Computer College, BA plus or minus an, AMA Computer College, Calamba, AMA University Santa Cruz. International Electronics and Technical Institute Incorporated San Pedro Main Campus, Southeast Asia Institute of Science, Arts and Technology, Calamba Institute, MSc Institute of Technology, Rizal Institute a Euro Canlubang, Arts and Culture. Laguna is a major contributor to the development of arts in the Philippines. Paintings and sculptures from Puit, which is the wood-carving capital of the Philippines, won national and international awards. Famous artists include Manuel Baldomar, Frederick Baldomar, Felix Kid Baldomar and Dominic Rubio. Notable people. See also, Campaigns of the Philippine Euro-American War, Laguna Lake Development Authority, Roman Catholic Diocese of San Pablo, Legislative Districts of Laguna, References. External links, Official website of the Province of Laguna, Laguna Travel Guide, Tourism Philippines, Philippine Standard Geographic Code, 2010 CALABARZON Census Information, Local Governance Performance Management System.